Good morning everyone, welcome back to the next episode. So here we are on the ranch this morning and we're just waiting for the arrival of John the mechanic. He's going to come and take away one of the tractors we found in the barn this morning, and then we're going to load up and hopefully he can get that restored within the next few weeks and we can use it in the meantime. So here he is now, and let's just introduce ourselves properly because it was quite brief at the garage and we'll go from there. Okay, all loaded up. John's good to go. I'm going to meet him at the garage. So here we go. Nice truck and trailer he's got himself there. So obviously we're going to be a bit slower in the John Deere. So we'll meet him down at the garage and I'll help him unload when we get down there. I'll see you guys the other side. Yep, so all unloaded now. Luckily it didn't take too long. So John's going to give me a lift now down to the local fairgrounds, and he mentioned obviously the auction for these vehicles coming up. So he's kind offered to give me a lift down there, and he said just give him a call. If anything takes my interest, then he'll come back and help me load it back to the ranch. Small cost involved obviously for the transportation costs, but it saves having to go some in contractor to get it done. So very generous of him to help me out here today. So here we are down at the fairgrounds. Obviously, as I mentioned, John's offered to kindly come back later on with a trailer if needed. If not, he'll just come back and take me back to the garage and I can pick up the John Deere. But it's a lovely day, so I could also walk back if I need to. So we'll just quickly park up here and get John on his way. So there's John, off he goes down the street, and hopefully he'll be back later on if we find something good. So as I mentioned earlier, I looked online last night, so there is a collection, as you can see, all in red as well, which just matches obviously our colour theme that we go for the Tesla. So ideally the guy is looking for offers up front for this piece of kit. He wants to sell it really as a package. It's all been recently restored, but if he doesn't get enough offers, it's going to go to auction. So we've got a roller, we've got a small cultivator there, a seeder, which would be very useful for us to get the grass in, a little hay bale fork, again very useful to us, a small little spreader on the left hand side there, quite small capacity but it will get us going at the start, a hay baler, a planter, probably not really useful for us right now but it's probably worth having for the future, a tiny little plough but obviously it's the best we're going to get with this package, and a mower and a windrow of course as well. So really good items of kit there we can use to make some hay later on. And obviously the main thing we came for is a tractor. So we've got a Porsche Master 4-cylinder here, again pretty small little piece of kit, small engine, but for the cost of all this package as one, it could be useful for us. So we'll keep looking around, see what else we can see. It's got a nice little log fork and trailer there. Probably not really useful for us at this moment in time, maybe in the winter if we look at doing some logging down the line. Huge cultivator. This could be useful for us as well. Okay, so nice red hay baler there, so it's quite a small one, but again to get us started this could be perfect. So I'm definitely going to inquire about this piece of kit here inside at the auction as well. Little Massey Ferguson. Moving down the line, we've got what have we got here? Another bit of grass machinery, big trailer as well. Again, probably not really interested in us right now, but if it doesn't sell, we could always speak to the owner and see what we could get in the future potentially. Little quad bike. Okay, at the moment we've got the John Deere, so probably not really going to be using a quad bike anytime soon, but we'll look at the cost of that anyway and see if we can get it cheap. Little John Deere front loader there and a bucket. And a few more tractors, more of the vintagey sort of older style. But again, the cost of one of these by itself could be in that more, because obviously with the Porsche set, they are looking for a package deal. So ideally we can get all the kit involved. Obviously bought one of the tractors individually, we're then going to need to try and find pieces of machinery to match as well, because obviously if that Porsche sells as a package, there isn't really much of a kit here for us to use. So it's a pretty small little local auction, but you know, we'll see what we can do, see what offers we can put in, and hopefully we can go from there. And finally we've got a little manure spreader as well, which until we start producing some heavy loads of manure, it's probably not going to be much use to us at this moment in time. So I think we're just going to head inside now, speak to the guys that own the Porsche, and obviously keep our eyes peeled at the auction for any other deals. And then we'll get John on the phone if we can get some offers on the table. But until then, we'll head inside and go from there. So you may have obviously guessed it, we've spoke to a guy inside, a guy called Jeffrey, and he has managed to negotiate with us. We've probably paid more than we should have. I'm not going to mention how much we paid, but I'm sure you can guess from the top right of the screen sort of the cost involved. Basically, he's looking to retire, go to Europe, and he wants to get rid of this kit as quick as he can. So we've got John on the phone. He's come back with the truck, and we're going to load up the tractor now and probably get the plough up as well, because that's the main two things we currently need, is to get the field ploughed in. And he's going to drop off the rest of us probably tomorrow morning as well, or throughout the evening tonight. He'll get the rest of the kit unloaded. Very generous of him again. I'm sure he'll be looking for some sort of funding or potentially a few beers sent his way. But you know, as I said earlier, it's going to be a lot cheaper than getting a local contractor to come and pick up all this kit for us. So really good having this guy quite close by. So we'll get this one up, and I think if there's space as well, we'll try and, if we can, push together the cedar back on to the trailer as well. Bit of a run up here, make sure we actually get some speed up this time. There we go. And back up on this one. So the gears in this one is it's very rough, so it goes forward quite quick and backwards quite quick. You can't really just adjust it quite easy, as you can see me going back and forwards here on the trailer. And then next up, so we managed to get the cedar rolled on there, and now he's going to head back to the ranch for us. So we'll see you back at the ranch. So here we are back at the ranch. We'll get this unloaded now, chucked it into the barn, and then hopefully tomorrow morning we can get the rest of the kit delivered and we can crack on with ploughing up the fields. So again, a nice short one today. Just again, thank you very much for watching. I got quite a good response on the last video. Managed to get a few subscribers out of it, which is really nice to see. And I think my first video's got about 4 or 5 views, and this one's probably at this point in time up to about 70. So thank you very much if you did enjoy the first video, and if you did give it a like, again thank you, and thank you to the guys that subscribed. If you are enjoying this series, then please feel free to subscribe, and don't forget to like the video. Obviously I'm a brand new YouTuber, so it really does help me if you give it a like and a sub, and even comment below sort of what you'd like to see in the next 3 episodes. So I'll leave it here, just watch the last little bit now as we pack the kit away, and thank you very much once again. Take care everyone.